Good Friday morning, everyone. How are you today? Today is March 29th, and our book for today is Sammy Sloth, Sport Superstar. It was written by Coach Sloth, Coach Ryan Sloth, and he actually came and visited our school on Wednesday. The kids had a blast listening to him. He has played for the Cyclones, the Iowa Barnstormers, two other teams, one in Ohio. I don't remember where the other state was, maybe California. He's been in movies like We Are Marshall, Leatherheads, The Dark Knight Rises, and The Amazing Spider-Man. Those are some of the movies that he's been in as just a little part in a football scene of some sort. And he has written this book here. He has, I believe, 10 or 11 books out. The most popular book, though, when he came, was by far his magic coloring book, which was amazing. I should have bought one myself. Anyways, I'm going to read Sammy Sloth, Sport Superstar. Mom, I want to become a superstar in a sport, said Sammy Sloth. Well, Sammy, why don't you find a sport you are good at and practice hard, said Mrs. Sloth. So the next day, Sammy Sloth went to the track and asked Coach Ray Rabbit if he could join the track team. Let's see how fast you are, Sammy, said Coach Ray Rabbit. Run a race against the others. Sammy Sloth ran the race and came in last place. Sammy Sloth didn't make the track team. He was just too slow. I didn't make the track team, Mom. I'm too slow, said Sammy Sloth. Try a different sport, Sammy, said Mrs. Sloth. So the next day, Sammy Sloth went to the baseball field and asked Coach Ryan Bear if he could join the baseball team. Here's a baseball bat, Sammy, said Coach Brian Bear. Let's see how well you hit a baseball. Strike one, strike two, strike three. You're out, yelled umpire Earl Eagle. Sammy Sloth had struck out. Sammy Sloth didn't make the baseball team. He was just too slow. I didn't make the baseball team, Mom. I'm too slow, said Sammy Sloth. Try a different sport, Sammy, said Mrs. Sloth. So the next day, Sammy Sloth went to the swimming pool and asked Coach Freddie Frog if he could join the swim team. Okay, Sammy, said Coach Freddie Frog. You can race against the others to see how fast you can swim. Sammy Sloth swam the race and came in last place. Sammy Sloth didn't make the swim team. He was just too slow. I didn't make the swim team, Mom. I'm too slow, said Sammy Sloth. Try a different sport, Sammy, said Mrs. Sloth. So the next day, Sammy Sloth went to the basketball court and asked Coach Jippy Giraffe if he could join the basketball team. Here's a jersey, Sammy, said Coach Jippy Giraffe. Let's see what you can do on the basketball court. Sammy Sloth tried to shoot the basketball, but it was blocked by Corey Kangaroo. Sammy Sloth didn't make the track team or the basketball team. He was just too slow. I didn't make the basketball team, Mom. I'm too slow, said Sammy Sloth. Try a different sport, Sammy, said Mrs. Sloth. So the next day, Sammy Sloth went to the football field and asked Coach Ryan Rhino if he could join the football team. Here's a helmet and pads, said Coach Ryan Rhino. Go play defense. Sammy Sloth's opponent ran right by him and scored a touchdown. Try offense, Sammy, said Coach Ryan Rhino. Sammy Sloth caught the ball and was tackled for a loss. Sammy Sloth didn't make the football team. He was just too slow. I didn't make the football team, Mom. I'm too slow, cried Sammy Sloth. I'm too slow to play sports. Don't give up, son. You will find a sport, said Mrs. Sloth. So the next day, Sammy Sloth went to the golf course and asked Coach Tucker Turtle if he could join the golf team. Okay, here's the golf club and a golf ball, said Coach Tucker Turtle. When you start your backswing, take your time, nice and slow. Slow? I can do that, exclaimed Sammy Sloth. Sammy Sloth teed up the golf ball. He took a slow backswing and swung. Smack! Sammy hit the ball far, far down the middle. The ball landed on the green and rolled. It kept rolling and rolling, closer and closer to the hole. It went in, hole in one. Sammy Sloth hit a hole in one and made the golf team. It was good to be slow. Sammy Sloth practiced and practiced every day. He went on to win many golf trophies and became a golf superstar. The end. This is Sammy Sloth, sports superstar. Coach Sloth is from here in Iowa, and he loves to come and visit classrooms. So, any teachers out there at other Iowa classrooms, Coach Sloth would love to come and visit. All right. Have a great weekend, Indians, and I will see you all next week.